Hi, I'm Michelle, your plant expert at ACE, and today we're going to show you how to plant a clematis vine. When planting a vine, you need to consider what is the vine going to attach to or grow on. This place right here that we're planting it, we actually have two really great options. We can use this trellis, and that way the vine will grow up the trellis and bloom, or we could train the vine to be without the trellis and just crawl up these posts. Or in a situation like this, you can do both. Now that we have our trellis buried in the ground, all supported, and it's exactly where we want it to be, we're then going to take a look at planting our plant. So you want to make sure you have the prettiest side of the vine facing outward, and kind of there's sometimes maybe a flat side, and that's the part you would want to put against the trellis. We want to take a quick run around the pot with our hands and make sure we're loosening up the soil away from the container. And then as we pull the plant out of the pot, we want to hold it right over the top of the hole. And that way, if there's any loose dirt, which there usually is, comes out right into that hole. Put the pot aside, and then we assess what the overall look is of this plant and the root ball, and it looks great. There's no spiraling around the bottom. And this guy's ready to go in the ground. The main thing you want to remember when planting these in the ground is to have the height of the top of this root ball be at or slightly above the ground level. And that will prevent it from suffocating. It actually has tiny roots on the top that like to breathe the air. And if you plant dirt over the top of those roots, it will actually suffocate the plant. And we have our extra dirt right here on this bag. We're going to slide it over. And so it's very easy to backfill. We want to make sure we get all the way around the trellis and the plant together. So the next thing that we're going to do is get the rocks back covered on the plant, and then we will take off the trellis that was in the plant and the extra tags and get it attached to this trellis. Just be careful when you're doing it to not go too fast, and just go nice and gentle and make sure that everything is free to move. And the plant is going to fall over, and that's totally fine here. We have our binding wire here. This is a wire that we're going to use to attach it to the trellis. In the future, this clematis will just vine itself all the way around everywhere it needs to be. So I'm finding a good solid group of vines here, right here, that I'm going to wrap this green wire around, slipping it through there. I've got the other side here, and now I'm going to go to the back side of the trellis and twist it. We're going to take one more group of plants here, this one here, and we are going to start training them to go up just a little bit higher. Grab this, weave it through the vines here, taking it back to the back side of the trellis, and making a nice twist tie here. Just a nice twist. You want it nice and loose so you're not cutting off the circulation of the plant, so to speak. The plant still has a little bit of room to move around, but it's tight enough that it'll stay upright. To add a little bit of our Osmocote to the base, you just want to water at the base level of the plant and get it nice and good and soaked. Now our clematis is planted and ready to grow. Another great gardening video coming up next.